Humanity has a natural aversion against seeing worms to any degree. Whether they are large, menacing monsters or microscopic infectious diseases, avoiding worms of any size is probably a good idea. Multiple universes in media have given us a wide range of parasites and grubs that live in my nightmares. Today I will be talking about some of the most terrifying wrigglers across movies, books, and video games. I'm not sure what is scarier, a gross worm that you have to witness chase you down, or one that you can't see. The Graboids from 7 Tremors movies are these thick, leathery desert worms that travel underground and hunt using above ground noise. Any traveler whose truck is too loud or dog barks too loud might become at risk of these monsters shaking the earth and consuming the poor souls above. They have these nasty beaks around their mouths that have these tentacle-like tongues coming from their deep throats. These tendrils are used to grab prey that might have avoided the original attack. These underground nightmares are scary, but sometimes bigger isn't always worse. You can hear them squirming. This quote from author Nick Cutter, aka Craig Davidson, perfectly captures the horror of this amazing novel. The Troop is a book about a group of Canadian Boy Scouts that go on a camping trip to Falstaff Island, Prince Edward Island. Things start out normal until a mysterious man arrives to the island begging for food. I won't spoil too much, but this mysterious man is carrying a modified hydratid that a mad scientist developed under the guise of a new weight loss drug, but it is found later that he has contracts with foreign nations to create a new kind of warfare. This infection led the patient to become incredibly hungry till eventually they are succumbed to the worm. This mutant monstrosity came in two forms. The main worm was a larger tapeworm-like creature that caused hunger from within a person. It was often seen through the infected person's translucent skin, pulsing and writhing. The second type of worm are these super small wigglers that would shoot off small white streamers in the air towards another potential victim. The effects of these worms are explained in very gritty detail, but just trust me, you do not want to be on that island. Jumping back to a larger worm, we look at the Gravedigger boss from Resident Evil 3 and its remake. This disgusting sewer dweller tanks bullets like they're airsoft BBs. Imagine your worst nightmare squirming and sloshing through the gross dark depths of water of a sewer and not being able to put it down. This pale squishy beast has 4 giant spikes that act like grabbers to bring prey deeper into their full mouth of teeth. These mutants live under Raccoon City, and you can see the effects of the T-virus across the multiple examples of Gravedigger worms. Another smaller worm on this list comes from the surprisingly disturbing world or galaxy of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Our hero Jedi first run into this creature on a mission to Geonosis. While seeming to not be a huge threat in the beginning, the Geonosian brainworm quickly becomes a terrifying antagonist. This episode lives in my head more vividly than any other episode of the entire series. These brainworms crawl into the victim's mouth or nose and attach directly to their brain to create hive-minded zombies that are controlled by the Geonosian Queen. During most of the runtime of this episode, these creatures wreak pure havoc across clones and even a Jedi Padawan. It is not until Ahsoka Tano creates a freezing environment that drives out the brainworm that a weakness is finally found. If you do not find this weakness before it's too late, your entire ship might be under the control of this terrifying queen. These zombies even retain the memories of the infected. Speaking of Star Wars, even in this universe, the small and the large worms are both terrifying in their own ways. Sometimes it's the brain worms, and sometimes it's giant miles-long space worms that hide in asteroids that will launch across space until they eat something else. We see in the Star Wars trilogy, original trilogy, that even the Millennium Falcon was able to fly into it thinking it was a cave and land in it. It is not until creatures that are already living inside of this beast come out and the beast itself starts to move that they realize that this may not be a cave at all. This is a biotic creature that launches from asteroid to asteroid, eating anything that's in its way. This creature is commonly known to be one of the largest across all the Star Wars universe, and it has even been tried to get taken control of by mad scientists. This species is one of the oldest species as well as one of the largest. Now this final entry is the most insane, brutal, and Lovecraftian worm across all of media. The Alaskan bullworm is big, hairy, scary, and pink. This beast has the chance to devour entire towns. The fear of this animal is so great that civilians might even prefer to move their town physically out of its way instead of trying to fight back. The worst part is that even though this ocean leviathan is gigantic, you might not even know that you are standing inside of it. Only the strongest of the warriors of all the ocean were capable of subduing the Alaskan bullworm. I will likely have nightmares for weeks after making this video purely because of this disgusting beast. There are plenty more worm-like creatures in different movies, books, and video games, but this is my personal list of the scariest that I have found. Please let me know your personal list and what it would look like. Maybe you think Dune has better underground worms than Tremors, or maybe you think that the parasites from Dead Space are more nightmare fuel than the modified Hydatid from the Troop. Thank y'all so much for watching.